Very interesting tables that you are going to see about Baomer and this year, 2022. Now, what you see here is Kabbalistic explanation for the gematria of Israel, which is 541, which is the same like light and darkness, or Choshech. And the explanation is that the history of Jews is not normal. Is not either white or black or light or darkness. Unfortunately, you see, when Jews are transgressing the Torah, they serve as darkness, troubles. When they keep it, like it was Solomon, was light, they bring light to the world. So this is the idea of Lag Baomer, basically. Lag Baomer is a time when it brings light to the world. All the concepts of Lag Baomer, fire and light, the light of Torah, light of Judaism. So there are a lot of tables. Unfortunately, they are in Hebrew, but I try to explain to you the main idea behind. So let us start with very interesting one. Appears in one book in Genesis, in few chapters, 41, 46. Definitely interesting. What you have here? You have here in black, Kes Choshech, the end of darkness, yeah, and Kes, the end, Choshech, darkness, end of darkness. When it will be unbelievable, minimal Zotorali, Belag Baomer. In fact, it carries on light. Lag Baomer. So what we have on Lag Baomer? Torah, or Torah, the light of Torah. Meaning is the Torah. Best meetings, best condition about real Bible code. Then we have here the commentators of the Zohar, the Kabbalah, which is Rabbi Isaac Luria. We have here Luria, and his pupil who wrote it down, Vital, right? Vital. So you have here the most important, really, commentators of the Zohar, Kabbalah, and you have this here, Tafshin Pebet, 5782, which is 2022. This is our time. Then you have here the word Shuvah, repentance, returning to the Torah, which is also there of the Lag Baomer. Striking our faith in God, the Torah, and keeping the Torah, bring us the Mashiach. You have used the Hebrew word HaMashiach, the Messiah. Interesting. And only for learning the Zohar, the Kabbalah, definitely. So hoping that really this Lag Baomer, this year Tafshin Pebet, will bring end to the darkness. Darkness means lots of troubles, what you have to the Torah and all what is going, wars and so on. Then another interesting table, also a Lag Baomer. You have a green Lag Baomer, 33 of the Omer. And again, you have this here, which is Tafshin Pebet. It comes in a big ski, but in fact it's interesting that before you have 5,000, but interesting that it comes with Messiah, because Messiah is supposed to come in the end of this year, sabbatical. Many verses in the Torah in this location bring Kara Shemitah Hashem, called Shemitah, sabbatical to God. Taseh Shemitah, do sabbatical. And Shvi'it in the seventh year, the sabbatical, unbelievable. Also, by the way, the gematria of the word Shvi'it, the seventh without Yud, is this year, which is 5782. And again, you have Shnat Shemitah. So this is a year which hopes so that in the end of it, Messiah should come. But we need, as we said, Shuvah, repentance. And more, what you see here, Mashiach, their Messiah comes here, and the names of Messiah, which is Shiloh, Menachem, and we said, does not mean that there are 3 or 4 messiahs, but each name represents the function of those messiah. Messiah supposed to bring comfort to Jews, which is Menachem, comfort us. Messiah will be kind of a ruler, which is Inon. Then Messiah, the world will realize what is his contribution to the world. So Shiloh, the being present, representing attitude to Messiah. But the condition you have here, Teshuvah, repentance, returning to the Torah, as the Rambam says, Israel will not redeem unless they return to the Torah, keep the Torah, the Sabbath. So, amazing table, as we said, like Baomer, the sabbatical year, and clearly telling us, Shamor la'asot, you Jews should keep all the commandments which I command you today. Definitely also the non-Jews, Gentiles have to keep the 7 laws. And the most severe one, which they don't keep, or that Nazareth keeps, is abortion and homosexuality, which brought the flood to the world, destroying the world. Then let us see another interesting table. And this also has in it Lag Baomer in red, Lag Baomer, in the 7th year, which is 5008 Tafshin Pei Bet. This year, the sabbatical year, 5784, unbelievable. And also we have Messiah many times. Messiah, Shem Elokai, Messiah of God. Again Messiah. So representing these 4 names. And again you have Shuvah, repentance here. And Messiah will come with Elijah, which you have also. And again the warning of the Torah, Shamor la'asot, et kol ha'mitzvah, keep all the commandments which I command you today. And again, the verse about sabbatical. After 7 years, Mikesha Bashalim Taseh Shmita, exactly, goes with this year, 8 Tafshin Pei Bet. Unbelievable. Also, it is dressing, this verse is about the counting of the Omer. When the Torah said, Sheva Shabbatot, you should keep 7 weeks from the time of cutting the barley, should count 7 weeks, and to do festival of Shavuot. Amazing. Exactly where we are now. Indicating that the Lag Baomer, all these days are days which can bring us to Messiah, Mashiach. But what we need is Shuvah, repentance. Then carry on another table, basically also Lag Baomer, but here we have clearly Vital coming here into darkness. As we said, and here you have more, here you have, besides the year, 5782, you have also Mitapshin Pe'alef from the years 5781, which is 2021, because we say that the process of Messiah, the Khatam Sofer said, start with there and will carry on into the sabbatical. Then we have also the word return, Shuvah, and also we have the word code, because God also is part of into darkness. And here interesting, you have here the house of Joseph, because we know that Messiah, the first one comes from Joseph. So it comes here. The Zohar, here we read is the word Zohar, and Messiah depends on learning the Zohar, keeping the Torah, definitely. Then you see another one, also interesting, what we say about the Lag Baomer or in Lag Baomer light. And which light comes? The light of the crown, the sphere of the crown. So we explain, according to Kabbalah, really Lag Baomer, which have to do with the sphere of glory, has to do with the sphere of the crown. All the secrets of the Torah have to do with the crown. And again, you have Vital, Chaim Vital, who, brought down all the knowledge of Ari. And here you have Kabbalah and the Zohar, as one Kabbalah, unbelievable. And you have Lu Yair and the date of Lag Baomer. And again, you have the Messiah and the light of Torah, and you have Miron. This is a place that today many people went to, thousands of thousands. The grave of Rab Shimon Bar Yochai, Miron, and this year, Tafshin Pei of 782, and Torah, our Torah, the light of Torah, which reveals there in Kabbalah, and the Zohar, unbelievable. Then, okay, this one taken for YouTube, so that is not so clear. But if you have amazing phenomena, you have the Lag Baomer, full writing of Lag Baomer, Rashbi, Rab Shimon Bar Yochai, and you have amazing sentence, Mashiach, Yud Chet Messiah, in the 18th day of Iyar. This is unbelievable, clearly telling us that really Lag Baomer has the potential to bring Messiah. But only if you keep the Torah, the Kabbalah, and the Zohar comes here, unbelievable. But to have such a sentence, Mashiach, it is a long skip, but it is so interesting. Mashiach, Messiah, Yud Chet, the 18th of the month Iyar, fully writing of Iyar, far away from being coincidence. So, as we said, very interesting. Then, looking more in the table, we can see, as we said, the Rashi Rab Shimon Bar Yochai, full writing of Lag Baomer with a Vav. And this is interesting because it gives deep idea to this Omer, the numerical value of gematria. So let us see another table. Again, Lag Baomer, an interesting full writing in another place, a clear connection with the Zohar, with Miron in red. You have the place Miron. You have here again Messiah, and you have here minimal in the Torah the exact date of Lag Baomer. Yud Chet, the 18th of Iyar, unbelievable. Minimal in the Torah, best meeting of the 18th of Iyar and Lag Baomer. See, this is another condition to make real Bible code. Yeah, it must be best meeting for many months. Then, what we have here also is here for where we start the process of Messiah, Tafshin Pei Aleph, which is Miron from 5781 to 72. Then, going more into another table, so is also here, Lag Baomer, the sphere of the crown, we said Kabbalah, Luria, and here you have the date, the 18th of Iyar also, amazing with Rabbi Luria, and here Tafshin Pei Aleph, also the beginning of it, and HaMashiach, the Messiah, will start there, and you have here again, the Or Torah, the light of Torah, in Miron, in the place where it happened. So very interesting, Kabbalah. Then, looking more into it, very interesting, you have again Lag Baomer, Emunah, and here very small skip of A, 5,781. Unbelievable, clearly, when the process of Messiah started, then it goes into Tafshin Pei Bet, as we said, and here you have the Rashbi, you have Kabbalah in the month Iyar, and the place Miron you have here. And very interesting, as we said, also important teaching about Lag Baomer. Then, this one here we saw, but it's in different place really, which tell you also about Lag Baomer in the sabbatical. In sabbatical, Mashiach many times, and we saw the names. And then, this is also we saw already, the year 57. It was this one, the end of darkness, and darkness on Lag Baomer and Tafshin Pei Bet, very interesting. And this also we saw Zohar Kabbalah, and all of it goes together with the idea that Israel is light and darkness. There's no other color, there's no gray into all this. There's no gray. Why? Because Israel has on top of that because they are not normal, I mean, they are not living according to the nature, they live independently on the Torah. They keep the Torah as light, but they don't keep its darkness, troubles. So, as I said, very interesting tables who summarize really the Lag Baomer, few hours really. We are going to depart for Lag Baomer and to enter 70 days up till Shavuot. And according to Kabbalah, this last part of the Lag Baomer, of the days of the Omer, is a time of light. Interesting. Tov. The numerical value of 17 is Tov. And it is indicating that this is the time that you can get a lot of light if you keep the Torah, if you follow the Torah, if you keep the Shabbos. So very important days that now we are entering, preparing for the very important day when we got the Torah on Shavuot, Sinai. So as I said, very interesting, significant tables which summarize the Lag Baomer that we had on this year, 5782, 2022.